Good evening, students.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I hope we can start the session. Guys, I'm not sharing the screen. You're able to see the screen. In the last class, we were discussing about the general solution and principal solution of the different questions. General solution, principal solution of the trigonometric equations. It's very simple to understand this topic. We already discussed how to write. So I'm taking the first question. He's asking principal and general solution. They're asking both. So first question is tan x is equal to root 3. So how to deal this question, guys? If I'm asking about the principal solution per your level between 0 to 360 when this value is repeating. So tan x is plus root 3. So the answer is lying in first quadrant and third quadrant. So when you will get tan x is equal to root 3 in first quadrant, tan of how much? Pi by 3.
60.
Am I right? Or tan pi plus pi by 3. Correct? So the general solution is, the principal solution is pi by 3 comma 4 pi by 3. I'm taking the two principal solutions between 0 to 360 degrees where these values are repeating. That is the general solution I'm considering. Sorry, principal solution. When I'm talking about the general solution, all possible values, all possible. If it is having infinity solutions, how to express the infinity solutions in the form of an equation. So we know tan x is equal to tan alpha. So the x is equal to, what is the solution? N pi plus alpha. Am I right or wrong? Correct or not? Is it n pi plus alpha? Am I right or wrong, guys?
Yes, sir.
Like this only. Again, you will get 2 pi plus pi by 3, 3 pi plus pi by 3, 4 pi plus pi by 3, like this. So the solution is, yes.
Is it the same for sine too?
Yeah, sine also same, but yes, minus where n is an integer. Sine also same only, no?
Okay, sir.
Sine also
So,
same.
so cos and secant also will be same.
Cos and secant is little different, might be. Cos and secant, I have to check. Yeah, expression is same, but angles will change for different values here. This expression is same. So general solution is how much here? X is equal to n pi plus pi by 3. This is the general solution of this expression. Simple. Where it is very important, where n should be defined, n belongs to integer. Then only you will get negative side and positive side, both all the angles you can able to cover. Let's see secant x how we are going to discuss after this question. If you are clear, I will move to the next question, please. Shall I move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
So when it moves to the next question, secant x is equal to 2. That is secant x is equal to, when you will get secant x is equal to 2, secant pi by 3 only, no? Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
So I can write like this. What are the possible solutions? Principal solution within 0 to 360 when you are getting this value. Principal solution is first quadrant, fourth quadrant. So pi by 3 comma 2 pi minus pi by 3. Again it is repeating in the first cycle itself at fourth quadrant. 2 pi by minus pi by 3 also same value I am getting. So the principal solutions are pi by 3. How much? 5 pi by 3. 5 pi by 3. When it comes to general solution, in second cycle, where you are getting 2 pi plus pi by 3, 4 pi minus pi by 3. 4 pi plus pi by 3, 6 pi minus pi by 3. These are the values for each and every cycle. Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying? So how to write this one? So if secant x is equal to secant alpha, if I know the alpha value, the general solution of secant x is, or x is 2n pi plus or minus alpha. So from here, x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3 is the general solution of secant x is equal to 2. Hope you are clear what I done here. Is it clear? Shall I move to the next one?
1 minute.
Yes.
Sir.
Yeah, please, please. Guys, anyone having any doubts or how to write, please. Without remembering formula also you can able to write by writing like this. 0 to 2 pi, what are the possible values? Write for 3 to 4. 2 pi to 4 pi, second cycle. 4 pi to 6 pi. Each and every 360 degrees you will get the two set of values. This is first set, this is second set, this is third set. So this will be written as 2, this is 0 plus pi by 3, 2 pi minus pi by 3. 2 pi plus pi by 3, 4 pi minus pi by 3. So same way we can write like this, where n is an integer. This is important. You have to define the n value, whether n is integer, natural number, or fraction, or whatever thing you have to mention. It should be mandatory. If done, I will move to the third question. Please.
Sir, could you explain how the second angle which lies in fourth quadrant is 2 pi minus pi by 3?
Yeah, what is a secant when it is possible positive? They gave secant x is equal to plus 2. When it is possible in 360 degrees positive?
The first and fourth.
First and
Quadrant.
fourth. First I am writing as 0 plus pi by 3. Fourth I am writing as 2 pi minus pi by 3. If I am taking 270 plus, then it is changing into cosecant now. Complementary angle concept will come. Correct or not?
I didn't understand.
Suppose why I am taking only 2 pi or pi. Suppose secant theta can be written as whether secant 0 plus theta or secant 2 pi minus theta. Why? Because secant 0 plus theta is secant theta. Because 0 plus theta is first quadrant. 0 is represents 2n pi, n types of 2 pi. So it is these multiples of 180. So automatically secant will come as secant. First quadrant it is positive. Same as secant is positive in fourth quadrant. Secant will come as secant because 2 pi. And fourth quadrant it is positive secant theta. But if I am writing it is 270 plus theta, this will be equal to plus cosecant theta. Understood what I'm saying?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Understood.
So that's the reason always I'm going to take either pi plus or minus theta only. I have to consider without changing the ratio. If I'm taking the pi by 2s, it will change the ratio. Suppose if I'm taking sine theta is minus 1 by 2. This is possible. Sine theta is equal to minus 1 by 2 only in where? Sine of pi plus pi by 6 or sine of 2 pi minus pi by 6. Then only I can write as sine of sine. Because if I'm taking, see, this will be pi by 6 is 30 degrees. At 30 degrees only we'll get 1 by 2. If I'm taking sine of 270 minus pi by 6, it is wrong. Correct or not? What I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Next question. Who is going to explain this question, guys? It's very simple. Cot x is equal to minus root 3. cot x is equal to minus root 3. So how to discuss this one? So negative of cot is possible either in second quadrant or fourth quadrant, correct?
Yes, sir.
So cot x can be written as either cot of pi minus, when you are getting root 3, pi by 3, or I may write as cot of 2 pi minus pi by 3. Then only it will be equal to minus root 3. Check it. Rest of all the places you won't get any minus root 3. You are having only two possible values. So this will be equal to cot of 2 pi by 3 or cot of 5 pi by 3. So the principal value is how much here? Two pi by 3 or 5 pi by 3. Is it clear how I wrote the principal value in this case?
Yes, sir.
So based on this, how to write the general solution? Yeah, sorry, cot x, it's not tan. When you will get cot x is equal to root 3, guys, cot x is equal to root 3 at cos 30 degrees, not cos 60. Absolutely sorry. This is 6. It is, if it is tan, then it is right answer. Pi minus pi by 6. This is 5 pi by 6. Pi 2 pi minus pi by 6. This is 11 pi by 6. So the solution is 5 pi by 6 or 11 pi by 6 are the principal values. Is it clear?
Sir, what is cot pi? Cot of pi?
Cot pi.
Isn't it undefined?
Cot 180 minus theta 0. This will be minus cot 0. Cot 0 is how much? Sin 0 by cos 0. Sorry, cos 0 by sin 0. So minus infinity. Undefined in negative sign.
Then how are we subtracting it with pi by 6?
Yeah, what is the problem? See, I'm writing 150 degrees as 180 minus 150. That's it. Instead of writing 150, instead of writing 150, I'm writing 180 minus 30.
Yeah, okay, sir, I get it.
150 can be written as 180 minus 30. Based on this, I can able to calculate within the 0 to 90 degrees. I can reduce the angle, even though if it is more than 90, I can reduce it to 30. So cos of 150, cot 150 can be written as cot 180 minus 30. It is in second quadrant, so negative. Because of 180, cot will become as cot and 30 degrees. So cot 30 is how much? Cot 30 is root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2. So minus 2, 3. This is how I can able to calculate. We already done now these questions.
Yes, sir.
Now, how to calculate the general solution for this question? I need the general solution for this question. General solution of cot x is equal to minus root 3. In first quadrant, what is the possible values, guys? In first quadrant, between 0 to 2 pi, the values are pi minus pi by 6, 2 pi minus pi by 6. When it comes to 2 pi to 4 pi, it will come like 3 pi minus pi by 6, 4 pi minus pi by 6. Correct or not? Because this is represent second quadrants always, this is represent fourth quadrants. When it comes to 4 pi to 6 pi, how it will be? 5 pi minus pi by 6, 6 pi minus pi by 6. So how to write the general solution here, guys? If I am unable to remember the formula of cot x is equal to cot alpha, general solution of cot x is equal to cot alpha. So x is equal to how much? 2n plus 1
Pi by 2.
plus or minus alpha. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So this will be, how to write this one? Two n plus 1 pi plus or minus pi by 6. No, always minus plus or minus pi by 6. Or I can write like this: n pi plus or minus pi by 6, where n belongs to integer. Is this is correct? See here how I am writing this one. Why I am writing n pi? If I am taking LCM, I will get like this: 12n plus 6 pi plus or minus pi by 6. If I am taking LCM, how it will reduce to n pi again? 12n plus where n belongs to integer. How is both answers are right, guys? I don't want to confuse you. Can I say both answers are correct?
Sir, it's in both are the same, right?
Yeah, both are the same. Here, if I'm keeping n is equal to 0, I will get pi plus pi by 6. No, here it is coming wrong. Pi plus pi by 6 is not acceptable. Only 2n plus 1 minus pi by 6. The general solution is 2n plus 1 minus pi by 6. Then only it is coming correct. Pi minus pi by 6, 2 pi minus pi by 6. No. 3 pi minus pi by 6, 5 pi minus pi by 6. But you need to get 2 pi minus pi by 6 also, no? How we will get then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it is wrong. Guys, please look into the thing. I want to make it everything which can come all these values. Then only it is correct. It's coming pi minus 1 pi, 2 pi minus, 3 pi minus, 5 pi, 4 pi minus, 5 pi minus, 6 pi minus. So it will be n pi. How much? Minus
Plus,
pi. N
yes,
pi
sir.
minus pi by 6. Correct? Where n is an integer, n belongs to an integer. How this answer is correct? N pi plus pi by 6 is correct. N pi plus pi by 6. Pi by 6. How it is correct? Where n belongs to integer. How it is right? Both answers are right. How? N pi plus pi by 6 or n pi minus pi by 6. Both answers are right. How? If I am taking n is equal to 0, here I am getting minus pi by 6. If I am taking n is equal to 0, here how much you will get? 11 pi by 6. It will start from 11 pi by 6. So both answers are correct. You take n is equal to 0, minus 1, plus 1. All values are repeating same as it is. What was the equation? N pi plus pi by 6 also. So don't think both are different answers. Both answers are right. We can't say one is wrong and one is correct. Might be it will start. If n is equal to 0, you will get another answer here. You will get some other expression here. Yeah. The next question, the simple questions. So how are you going to explain cosecant x is equal to minus 2? Cosecant x is equal to minus 2. How to do this question? When you will get cosecant x is 2 and it is negative. Suppose you are unable to remember this one, take it reciprocal.
Sir, cosec pi by 6.
By 2. So sin x is equal to sin of pi plus pi by 6 or sin of how much? 2 pi minus pi by 6. Will you agree? Am I right or wrong? If this is third quadrant, this is fourth quadrant.
Yes, sir.
Pi plus pi by 6 or 2 pi minus pi by 6. So x, the principal solution of x the principal solution of x is equal to pi plus pi by 6 will use the 7 pi by 6 and x is equal to 11 pi by 6. When it comes to general solution, if you see pi plus pi by 6, 2 pi minus pi by 6. Next it is how much? Between 0 to 2 pi, the possible values are pi plus pi by 6, 2 pi minus pi by 6. Between 2 pi to 4 pi, 3 pi plus pi by 6, 4 pi minus pi by 6. How to write this one? When pi is multiplied with even, it is negative. Multiply with odd, it is positive. How to write this one? I can write like this: n pi plus minus 1 whole power n 7 pi by 6, where n belongs to integer, or n pi plus, when n is even, this should be negative. When n is even, this should be negative. How to write that expression? It was not so easy. That's the reason I'm writing with 7 pi by 6. You have to mention minus 1. When n is even, it should be negative. That means what? N is even, it should be negative, means n plus 1, 7 pi, 5 pi by 6. Suppose if I'm taking n is equal to 1, I will get pi plus pi by 6. If n is equal to 2, 2 pi plus minus 1 whole power 3 into pi by 6. That is 2 pi minus pi by 6. Yes, this is also right answer. Is like this also you can able to express. Even this statement is also correct. Where n belongs to z. When n is even, this is negative. That is what it is showing here. This is how you can develop your own equations for the general solution. But the meaning is same, only the expression is looking different. That's it. Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying? Anyone having any confusion? Shall I move to the next level? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Sir, can you once explain the general solution?
Yeah. So how the general solution is coming here? When I'm taking this part between 0 to 2 pi, when it is coming between 0 to 2 pi, when it is coming a minus 2 between 0 to 2 pi, pi plus pi by 6, 2 pi minus pi by 6, correct? Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
And between 2 pi to 4 pi, when it will repeat? 3 pi plus pi by 6, 4 pi minus pi by 6. Between 4 pi to 6 pi, 5 pi plus pi by 6, 6 pi minus pi by 6. So the general solution is, how I am writing the general solution? N pi plus minus 1 whole power n 7 pi by 6 because of negative value. Why I am writing 7 pi by 6? Because 7 pi by 6 is nothing but n pi plus minus 1 whole power n pi plus pi by 6. This is equal to 7 pi by 6. If I am taking n is equal to 0, what I am getting? The first one is, if n is equal to 0, I will get one solution is pi plus pi by 6. If n is equal to 1, what I am getting? Pi plus pi by 6. That is, sorry, pi plus, if n is equal to 1, what I am getting? Pi minus 7 pi by 6. This will be how much? Minus pi by 6. Even cosecant minus pi by 6 also minus 2. If n is equal to 2, what is the answer I am getting? 2 pi plus minus 1 whole power 2, 7 pi by 6. This will be how much? 2 pi plus 7 pi by 6. That is nothing but 3 pi plus pi by 6. Got it? What I am saying?
Yes, sir.
If I am taking n is equal to minus 1, minus pi plus minus 1 whole power minus 1, 7 pi by 6. How much? What is the value of minus 1 whole power minus 1? Minus 1 only, no? This is minus pi minus 7 pi by 6 only. So this will be how much? Minus 2 pi minus pi by 6. Is it correct? Minus 2 pi only, no? But instead of avoiding this confusion, what I am doing is I am creating my own expression which will satisfy these conditions. Instead of remembering the formula, what I am doing, I want to get when multiples of pi is even, it should be negative pi by 6. If multiples of pi is odd number, it is positive. So how I am writing? The general solution of x is n pi plus minus 1 whole power n plus 1. If n is even, this whole number will become odd. If n is odd, this whole number will become even into pi by 6. Now substitute the value. N is equal to 0. What is your answer? If n is equal to 0, what is your answer? Minus pi by 6. Correct? If n is equal to 1, what is your answer? Pi plus pi by 6. If n is equal to 2, what is your answer? For n is equal to, what is your answer?
2 pi plus pi by 6.
Pi by 6, not plus. 2 pi minus pi by 6. Check it whether it is plus pi by 6 or minus pi by 6 for n is equal to.
Sir, minus 1 whole square is plus 1, right?
No. How plus 1, man? For n is equal to 2 pi plus minus 1 whole power 2 plus 1 pi by 6. Tell me. 2 pi minus 1 whole power 3 pi by 6. So minus 1 whole power 3 is how much? Man, are you clear what I'm trying to say? Still confusing.
Sir, what is the formula actually?
This one.
Yes,
See
sir.
here. The formula is n pi plus minus 1 whole power n plus 1 pi by 6. N belongs to integer.
Okay, sir. I didn't write n plus 1. I only wrote n.
If it is n, it is wrong, because if it is n, what is happening? If n is even, it is even. It is positive. If n is odd, it is negative. But our answers, how it is looking, pattern is how this pattern. If n is odd, this is positive. If n is even, this is negative. So that is the reason the power should be adding with 1, then it will get even numbers, it is coming negative, odd numbers, it is coming positive. Got it?
Okay,
What is the
sir.
logic here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, with the help of this, we are going to discuss rest of the questions. The fifth one, cos 4x is equal to cos 2x. Both the sides we are having the variable here. So I'm taking cos 2x on this side. Cos 4x minus cos 2x is equal to 0. Anyone can apply cos c minus cos d formula. Can let me know what is the answer? What is the expansion you will get? 2 cos c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. Will you agree? Am I right or wrong, guys? Is it right answer? Fifth one, guys, please. Students, is it right?
Yes, sir.
No. Cos c minus cos d, not
Sir,
cos
sine,
c plus
sir.
d.
Sine should come.
Minus 2 sine c plus d by 2 sine c minus d by 2. Correct. Minus 2 sine, this is sine. So this will be minus 2 sine 3x sine x is equal to 0. It is multiplication of three numbers, three terms. First term is -2, second term is sin 3x, third term is sin x. See here, it is multiplication of three terms and the multiplication is 0. When it is possible? -2 can't be 0. There is a possibility of sin 3x is 0 or sin x should be 0. So to solve, sin 3x is equal to 0 or sin x is equal to 0. Understood, guys? This is a crucial step. Is it clear what I'm writing here? Correct or not? There are three terms. This whole product is 0. If this whole product is 0, when this is possible, either this should be 0, either the third one should be 0. The first one never 0 because it is a constant. So here the variables are sin 3x and sin x. The possibility is only either sin 3x must be 0 or sin x must be 0. So from here, if sin 3x is equal to 0, the general solution is, what is the general solution, guys? If sin x is equal to 0?
Sir, n pi.
N pi, correct? So 3x will be equal to n pi. So x will be equal to n pi by 3. That's it. Where n belongs to z. Or there is another possibility where you are getting the equation is 0 if sin x is equal to 0. If sin x is equal to 0, the general solution is x is equal to n pi, where n belongs to z. So these are the possible solutions. That means at 0, it is at x is equal to 0 degrees, it is 0. At x is equal to next value 1. If I am substituting 1, I will get pi by 3 comma pi. If I am substituting 2, I will get 2 pi by 3 comma 2 pi. If I am substituting -1, minus pi by 3 comma minus pi. All these are the solutions where your equation might be 0. Understood, guys, what I'm doing here? Is it clear? Students, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So the general solution is x is equal to n pi by 3 where n belongs to z, x is equal to n pi where n belongs to z. Next question. So how to solve this one? You have to make it, see, all are in additions. I have to make everything into multiplications. Sixth question. Cos 3x cos plus cos x minus cos 2x is equal to 0. So I am taking these two as a single statement. I am applying the cos c plus cos d formula. If I am applying cos c plus cos d formula, 2 cos 3x plus x by 2 cos 3x minus x by 2 minus cos 2x is equal to 0. This will give 2 cos 2x into cos x into how much? Minus cos 2x is equal to 0. If I am taking cos 2x common, I am getting product of cos 2x into 2 cos x minus 1 is equal to 0. So here I am having two terms. This is term 1, this is term 2. To satisfy this equation, cos 2x is equal to 0 or 2 cos x minus 1 should be 0. Correct? To prove the statement. So if cos 2x is equal to 0, the general solution of 2x is equal to how much? The general solution of 2x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. So x is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 4. This is a general solution, one general solution. So if 2 cos x minus 1 is equal to 0. That is cos x is equal to 1 by 2. If cos x is equal to 1 by 2, how to write the general solution? If cos x is equal to 1 by 2, this is possible either cos
pi by 3.
0 plus pi by 3 or cos 2 pi minus pi by 3. Next is 2 pi plus pi by 3, 4 pi minus pi by 3. 4 pi minus pi by 3. So it will be, general solution is how much here? 2n pi. I can write plus or minus pi by 3. Because in next quadrant it is coming cos 2 pi plus pi by 3. This is first quadrant. Or cos 4 pi minus pi by 3. Next is 4 pi plus pi by 3, 6 pi minus pi by 3. That's the reason 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3, where n belongs to an integer. Here also n belongs to an integer. So these are the possible general solutions of given expression. Understood, guys, how to write the general solution? One clue I can give. The whole equation you have to convert multiples of some expressions. Then only I can able to write the general solution properly. If it is in additions, I can't conclude. I can't conclude the statement if it is in additions or subtractions. So, but if it is in multiplications and it is equal to 0, each and every variable term is 0, then only it is possible. So, with the help of that number system concept, I am solving these trigonometric equations. Hope you are clear.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah, the next one is sin 2x plus cos x is equal to 0. Sin 2x plus cos x is equal to 0. How to deal this question? How we are going to do this one?
Sir, we can write sin 2x as 2 cos x cos x.
This can be written as 2 sin x cos x plus cos x is equal to 0. If I am taking cos x common, 2 sin x plus 1 is equal to 0. So cos x is equal to 0 or 2 sin x plus 1 is equal to 0. From here, sin x is equal to minus 1 by 2. If cos x is equal to 0, what is the general solution?
2n plus 1 pi by 2.
Super. So general solution is general solution of x if cos x is equal to 0, 2n plus 1 pi by 2. If sin x is equal to minus 1 by 2, that is sin x is equal to sin of pi plus pi by 6 or sin of 2 pi minus pi by 6. Next is 3 pi plus pi by 6. What is the next one? Yes, we can write what is the general solution here. The general solution is how much here?
2n pi plus or
N
minus
pi,
pi.
not 2n pi. N pi plus minus 1 whole power n plus 1 pi by 6. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Or mostly the books they will represent like this: n pi plus minus 1 whole power n 7 pi by 6. They will take the first principal value as the alpha here, where n belongs to z. Both are correct. You can substitute different n values and find out the solutions. Any one is correct. N pi plus minus 1 whole power n, and its principal value you can write. First principal value you can write. Or with the help of the 2 or 3 cycles you write, and with the help of the sequence concept also you can write. Both will represent the correct answer.
Sir, is the general solution of sin x formula correct? Because even in the textbook it is written n pi plus minus 1 to the power n, not n plus 1.
No, here I am following the pattern. This is also right and this is also right. What he is saying there, sin x is equal to sin alpha, then general solution is x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 power whole power n alpha, where alpha is what here? Alpha is your principal value,
Yes, sir.
principal solution. So if I am following this formula pattern, then you will get this answer. But if I am unable to remember the formula, what I'm saying, man?
So will both the answers be the same?
Yeah, both answers are same. I don't think so. Both answers are different. Both answers are right. N pi plus minus 1 whole power n minus 1 pi by 6. That is n pi minus pi by 6 can be written as pi plus pi by 6 only now. For second cycle, next cycle. This is for one cycle. Got it? What I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
7 pi by 6.
Okay,
Or
sir.
you can keep for n is equal to 0. Check when is equal to 0. The first solution is 0 pi plus pi by 6 minus pi by 6. And n is equal to 0 for the second equation. What I'm getting? 7 pi by 6 is coming. Both answers are correct only now. Sine minus pi by 6 also minus 1 by 2. Sine 7 pi by 6 also minus 1 by 2. Got it? What I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Your both expressions represent same values. It doesn't. You can't say it is this is wrong and this is correct and this is correct. This is wrong. Might be if you are using the formula. If you are remembering the formula, your alpha is principal value. For negative values, slightly it is varying here.
Sir, is it enough if we write only one?
Yeah, enough. Just to make you comfortable, I'm writing both here. You said
Okay,
now in
sir.
textbook they gave in a different format.
Yes, sir.
No, this formula, my method will work if you are unable to remember anything. Got it? What I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
If you are unable to remember the formula, then it will work. That's what I'm trying to say. Next one. Secant square 2x is equal to 1 minus tan 2x. How to write this one? Secant square 2x is equal to 1 minus tan 2x. Convert everything into secants or convert everything into tans. Which is your comfort? I'm converting everything into tan or secant. Which you want?
And
Yeah. So we know secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. So this can be written as 1 plus tan square 2x is equal to 1 minus tan 2x. So 1 cancel. This can be written as tan square 2x plus tan 2x is equal to 0. So if I'm taking tan 2x common, this will be 1 plus tan 2x is equal to 0. So tan 2x is equal to 0 or 1 plus tan 2x is equal to 0. So tan 2x is equal to 0. When it is possible? If tan 2x is equal to 0, the general solution of 2x is how much? What is general solution of 2x? N pi, correct?
yes, sir.
So general solution of x is n pi by 2. It's very clear. At each and every 90 degrees, it is 0 only, no?
Yes, sir.
No, it's not 0.
The tan is not 0.
Tan 2x is equal to 0 when
Sir, correct only, sir.
correct only, correct. Sorry, guys. It's right. At 0, it is 0. At pi, it is 0. Like that, it is coming. Correct. So if 1 plus tan 2x is equal to 0, that is tan 2x is equal to minus 1. I can write tan 2x is equal to how much? If I am using your textbook method, this is tan of how much? Pi minus pi by 4. Pi minus pi by 4. 3 pi by 4. Your tan x is equal to tan alpha. What is the general solution in this case? What is general solution in this case?
Sir, n pi.
The general solution of 2x is equals n pi plus principal value 3 by 4. So x is equals n pi by 2 plus 3 pi by 8. This is the general solution of cos. in this case tan your x, either this one or either this one based on which term is 0. This is using formula. You have to remember this formula without fail. Then only you can able to do this one.
Yes, sir.
So one more last question. After this, I will wind up the session. In next class, I'm going to discuss. I will try to. We are planning to discuss the term 1 portions. So let me complete this question. Can you do this question? Can you give the simplest form of these equations? Anyone? What is the simplest form of this equation? All are in addition. I don't want addition symbol in the equation. Completely multiplication symbol in the equation. Can you? Anyone can give? You can use sin x and sin 5x. You can rewrite this one and apply sin x sin 5x plus sin 3x is equal to 0. Apply sin c plus sin d formula. This will be 2 sin c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2 plus sin 3x is equal to 0. This will be 2 sin 3x cos of minus theta is cos theta. This is 2x plus sin 3x. If I am taking sin 3x common, this will be 2 cos 2x plus 1. So sin 3x is equal to 0 or cos 2x will be equal to minus 1 by 2. Yes. If sin 3x is equal to 0, what is the general solution? If cos 2x is equal to minus 1 by 2, what is general solution? Please write it. General solution, guys. Meanwhile, I will check the first term syllabus. What is the answer, guys? Sin 3x is equal to 0. General solution is how much?
Sir, n pi by 3.
Yes. Sin 3x is equal to 0. General solution of x in this case is n pi by 3. What is the general solution in this case? It is for 2x, it is 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3. So for x, it is n pi plus or minus pi by 6. General solution of x is n pi plus or minus pi by 6. Hope you are clear. The last question also. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
cos 180 minus 60 is minus 1 by 2 or plus 1 by 2?
Cos 180 minus 60 is minus 1 by 2 now. Cos 180 minus 60 is minus cos 60. This is minus 1 by 2. Correct.
Okay, sir.
It is 2x. Keep it in mind. It is not x. Cos x is equal to cos alpha, then x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. But here it is 2x. So 2x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. So x is equal to n pi plus or minus alpha by 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Sir, alpha by 2 or
Yeah, alpha by 2, no, because it is
Yeah,
2x.
okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let it.
Yeah. See here, we completed one of the biggest chapter. There is no ending. Even this chapter we can discuss 1 month also with a different set of numericals, the different set of extended topics too within the given syllabus. So you explore the things in semester 2. Now I am going to just discuss the semester 1 portions. Let me know whether it is right or not. Sets, relations and functions, complex numbers and quadratic equations, sequence and series, straight lines, limits and derivatives, statistics. Am I right? Is this your first term portions?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So 7 chapters. We done only 2 so far. Shall we go order, or shall I start sequence and series, or straight lines, or complex numbers? These 3 as one set. This is one set. This is another set. Which you want? I can start with straight lines.
Yes, sir. Straight line.
We'll start with straight lines. After straight line, sequence and series, then we will go to the complex numbers and quadratic equations. Then I will come back to the limits and derivative. Statistics we will do later. I mean end, because it is little easy when compared to all other topics. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We'll meet in next class. Tomorrow we are going to start with straight lines. Just go back your grade 10 and revise your coordinate system, how to mark the x-axis points, y-axis points, some basics, distance formula, till distance formula. Just go through and come back. Anyway, whatever thing done in grade 9 and 10, I will give a brief introduction and I will move to the distance formula straight away.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, actually our school has completed complex numbers and sequence and series, sir.
Okay.
So for the first term, I mean, before that first term exam, we have our school exam, sir. For that,
Okay. You're all requesting, we can go with order.
yes,
Am I
sir.
right?
Yes,
We'll
sir.
go with order. Yes, we'll do with complex numbers and quadratic equation. Doesn't matter. No problem. We'll go with complex numbers and quadratic equations, sequence series. After that only, I will move to the straight lines. So to avoid last minute rush, I might take some extra sessions. I will discuss with Raghava sir. I might take some extra sessions to complete to reach your school syllabus. It was not so easy to reach your school syllabus because usually without pandemic, we will start the grade 11 in March itself. Then there is no concept of school syllabus and institute syllabus. But this year, we started the classes after the school reopens. That's the reason we are little lagging behind. But by taking some extra sessions, we will try to reach your school syllabus. Okay. Anyway, that institute will reach you. What are the days I'm going to take in advance? At least 24 hours before, they will inform you when I'm planning to take extra sessions. Any doubts in the trigonometry, we can discuss in second term again in revision. Please keep it in mind. It is very much important for your +2. More than +1, trigonometry is very much important in your +2. The whole calculus depends upon your trigonometry. If you are not good in trigonometry, even though if you know calculus, it is not so easy to solve the things. That's the reason, keep it in mind. Keep regular practice. Once second term start, the entire term you have to practice the trigonometry. Then we'll meet in the next class with complex numbers and quadratic equations. Bye everyone. Anyone having any doubts can, otherwise can leave. We'll meet in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.